Good evening, everyone. I'm the coordinator of the Northampton Patriots Flag Program, Pete Palestina. And up here with me are Supervisors Chairman Dr. Kimberly Rose, Supervisor George Komolowski, and Supervisor Frank Rothermill. Normally we do these presentations at a supervisor's public meeting, but Brian cannot be here for the next supervisor's meeting on the 27th, so we're doing this in a less formal presentation now because after tomorrow he goes back to his base. So I'd like to thank the supervisors for the use of this room on an off night, and I would extend a special thank you to the Zoning Hearing Board, who has a meeting here that was scheduled for 7 o'clock, but they graciously said go ahead and have the presentation. So thanks, John, for that. At this time, would Navy Corpsman Bryan Lynn and his mom and dad, Kelly and Barry, please come up here and join us after this floor. If some of you are unfamiliar with what we do here in Northampton, this all began almost 10 years ago when a resident by the name of Bernadette Heenan called me over to her house. I was a supervisor then, and because the Iraq War broke out, she asked if anything could be done to honor the Northampton residents that were serving in harm's way over in Iraq. And we were there with, I guess, 7 or 8 moms and 1 dad, and we decided that how about if we have a Patriots flag program where we would get a military flag of the service that the person is in and have a streamer with their name, and we would place those flags in the park that's at the corner of 332 and 232. At that time, we found we had 24 residents serving. So at the park, the supervisors at that time, along with a guest speaker, invited the parents and loved ones of those serving over in Iraq, and we placed their flag in the ground, all 24 of them. Not knowing that the war was going to last that long, when October came, we decided we needed to take those flags indoor to preserve them and shield them from the elements of the wintertime. So we built a flag display case that would hold about 36 flags. Again, the war continued. We've since expanded that flag case to what you see up here now, capable of holding 100 flags. The intent of this program was when the person would come back from their deployment, we would return that military flag and replace it with an American flag having their name on a streamer that's affixed to it. As of today, due to the expansion of the program to include Afghanistan and other hostile areas, we know of 78 residents who have served there. Behind the dais, as I mentioned, is a flag display holding both military and American flags. There are 79 of them in there. At one time, all were military flags, each representing the branch of service of the person, and has a streamer with her name affixed to it or his name affixed to it. So far, 73 have returned, and we replaced their flags with an American flag. After tonight, there will be 79 total flags, with 6 of them being armed service flags still awaiting return to their owners. 4 Marines, 2 Army. Corpsman Lynn, welcome home, my friend. Brian returned from his deployment in Afghanistan recently. He deployed to Afghanistan back in July as a petty officer 3rd class, serving with the MAG 3 VMM 161 Marines. Back on January 23rd, your mom and dad, Kelly and Barry, were here to place your Navy flag in the display for you, and now you're here to claim it. So, Madam Chairman, would you do the honors and exchange the flag with Brian here?
that'll settle.
You want to hold that, Brian, so they get some shots for you? And the photos.
And I'll take your hand.
Is Scott Petrie here, or his representative? We have a special presentation this evening. I'd like you to welcome our Congressman Mike Fitzpatrick, who wants to make a presentation.
Peter, for the invitation and the opportunity to join with a very grateful and appreciative hometown, Bryan, Northampton Township, and community, to say welcome home to you. As Pete said, my name is Mike Fitzpatrick. I have the absolute honor of representing Bryan in the United States Congress, the United States House of Representatives. Here to say thank you for his service, and I'm sure that many of you have heard the news by now that earlier today our nation lost two in Afghanistan today. To remind us how dangerous and how serious it is, the job that we call on the young men and women of our country to do, and that we expect of them, and that they perform so heroically and so bravely. But at the same time, with Navy Corpsman Petty Officer Bryan Lynn's parents here, they have perhaps the toughest job, which is to wait at home for the return of their son. And we're just here to say thank you for your service, Bryan. Proud to have you back home safely with us. And I brought with me a certificate from the United States Congress and a flag of our country that was flown over the dome of the United States House of Representatives to say thank you for your service and what we know will be your continuing service to our country. Welcome.
Our State Representative Scott Petrie could not be here this evening, so he has issued a certificate that I'd like to read to you. The Pennsylvania House of Representatives honors Navy Corpsman Bryan Lynn for your devotion to our country and for your patriotic service at a time of great need. Your dedication to the goal of keeping America free has served to earn you the title of Northampton Patriot. You are truly appreciated by the entire community. In this world of ordinary people, you are simply extraordinary. Signed, Scott Petrie, Representative, 178th Legislative District. Now, would you like to say
Absolutely.
a few words about how the Marines treated you, or how you treated the Marines?
I love working with the Marines, actually. I think I have the best job in the Navy right now. I'm I'm the only sailor with 200 Marines, so they treat me very well. Except when you have to give them shots and stuff like that. Usually they get a little upset about that, but it was a good deployment, and I want to thank my mom, dad, my whole family, everybody for supporting, all the care packages, the 10 pounds of beef jerky, Tommy, my friends, and then the township. This is awesome how the township supports us so much like this. Thank you very much.
Hopefully they'll all be home soon, all the troops.
I'm proud and I'm very happy that all you people came out to support what has been going on and what's going to happen, and so hopefully it comes to this.
Dr. Rose, any final comments?
I would just like to say, for our whole township, we are just so proud and so honored that you live in our township. And especially your mom and dad, the ultimate sacrifice, being a mom and dad, having your child go overseas. We just are so proud, and we're just so happy to have you home, and so proud that you're in our community. Thank you.
Thank you.
As has been documented so many times in the past, and especially Congressman Fitzpatrick's remarks tonight, those that serve our country in the military are at risk whether they're on U.S. soil or in foreign soil. Their lives are put to the test each and every day. Northampton and our country are proud of what our armed forces are doing for the freedoms we enjoy here at home. We would be remiss not to mention the fact that 2 of our patriots did not return home safe and sound. And of course, they were Army PFC Bobby Dembowski Jr. and Army Master Sergeant Ken Elwell. Their American flags are in the display front and center with a black streamer containing their names. We'll never forget the sacrifices Bobby and Ken gave while paying the ultimate price. Bobby Dembowski almost 6 years ago on May 24th, 2007. And Ken Elwell almost 2 years ago on July 17, 2011. So Brian, my Facebook friend, thank you for your service to our country and good luck to you in the future. As a corpsman, you're entitled from a Marine to say Semper Fi. God bless you and all our troops in harm's way, and hoorah. Thank you for coming home and being here. Thanks everyone for coming. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.